Now, these are the 6 soldiers that dear old Stamers spoke about today, right? I posted this in July. Does he really think that some people need to be fucking reminded of something? Right? And let me show you something else while I'm at it. So, there he is. So this young guy here, Jake Hartley, remember he was mentioned by Starmer in PMQs. Why, I don't know. It's not like, most people, it's a very suspicious. But Corporal Jake Hartley, who died in Afghanistan aged 20, in his letter to be opened upon his death, he wrote, "Please don't cry, Mum. I'm not here now. I'm in a better place." Yeah? Now, this got 500,000 views. Okay? It got 30,000 likes. And as you can see, it also got 2,773 comments. Because people on TikTok are far more invested in this kind of thing than people on YouTube. But you don't know how fucking angry it made me. Why? Why did he bring it up today? With all the talk he's been talking for the last week, why did he bring up the deaths of this young man and 5 of his colleagues, who, by the way, had not been in Afghanistan very long before they were killed? It's just got to make you wonder, hasn't it? You've got to wonder, why? Why today? There was another one, wasn't there? I will find out what that was called as well. Just hang on. Right, and so, you see, because he must think everybody lives in his world, right? So then we've got John McLeese. Let me stop that because YouTube don't like it. So in 1980, millions of people watched on live television as an SAS soldier armed with explosives and a submachine gun blasted his way into the Iranian embassy in London. The man in black was Sergeant John McLeese, 1949 to 2011. This got 1.1 million views, 40,000 likes, 3,191 comments, 1,863 I think that's favourites. I'm not quite sure what that stands for. But that is because a lot of people in this country do not need reminding. Yeah? Do not need to be told by the fucking Prime Minister anything like this. I want to know why he decided that he'd remind everyone that it's 13 years since the death of those soldiers. Why? It's very suspicious. So let's pick another one out, shall we? So there's Jake up there. I mean, John McLeese. Now, John McLeese, right? His family, there was 2 brothers and a son. So there's John there, and if you just hang on a minute, John there. Now I know he's here somewhere. I'm just looking for him. Where is he? John. I'm looking for his brother. Yeah, I'm looking for John McLeese's brother. Which I seems to have disappeared. But then there's that many on here, and yeah. But he had a brother also who was in the SAS, just like John. And he also had a son who was in the SAS, like his dad, right? Unfortunately, his son was killed in 2009. And it's pissing me off greatly because I can't find... And I know they're here. I just know that they're here. But I can't seem to... where have they gone? Oh, there he is. This is... So this is Peter McLeese, who was John's brother, and he was in the SAS also, right? So now who am I looking for? I'm looking for his son. I'm looking for John's son. Ah, there he is, there. This is John's son. Now, John Paul McLeese was killed in 2009, and John McLeese, well, he died in 2011, no doubt from a broken heart, I would say. Right? But I wonder if I walked up to Keir Starmer and said to Keir Starmer, "Oh, right, so you actually know the names of soldiers then that have been killed in years gone by at different times, in Iraq and Afghanistan. You know their names, do you? That's really good, because maybe you could tell me who this is then." Doubt it. That's a young man called James, right? Doubt he'd ever know who that was. Let's see now. Who's this? There's another one for you, Starmer. Yeah? Gary O'Donnell. Yeah? 2009. What? Are you preparing us? Getting us to... Trying to show your respect for soldiers who've killed... soldiers who've been killed for doing their job, right? Are you preparing us for the next lot that you intend to send over? I hope not. So here's another one. Gone too soon. Here we go. These 6 young men took from us 2012. We have to ask why. Clockwise, top left. Private Peter Wade. Private Wilford. Private Frampton. Private Kershaw. Corporal Hartley. And Sergeant Coop. Now, this was... when did I do this? Let me have a look. Doesn't really say when I did this. I know it was a few months ago. I just know it was a few months ago. But for some reason, Starmer's reminding us. He's fucking reminding us of these 6 young men in 2012. I mean, he said, tomorrow marks 13 years. Right. Why are you telling us this? Right? So let's go back and listen to the idiot Starmer. Hang on. Because I know he mentioned something else as well. Where is it? PMQs.
And Private Christopher Kershaw was just 19, a teenager. Tomorrow also marks the 18th anniversary of the death of Benjamin Reddy, a 22-year-old serving with 42 Commando Royal Marines, killed in Helmand Provost in 2007. These men fought and died for their country.
No. I'm not falling for this.
Been infringements on free speech.
This is so suspicious. Right. So. This is so suspicious. It's a bit. Marine Benjamin Reddy killed in Afghanistan. Fatal notice. Marine Reddy, aged 22, was killed when he came under fire during a deliberate clearance operation in the area of Helmand Province. Let's have a look at him then. Ah, bless him, look. I mean, how many more soldiers are we going to send out to get killed for no fucking reason, right? For Stamers' war? This was Blair's war, right? This was fucking Blair's war. How many does he intend to send out for Stamers' war? Look at that young man. Look at him. This makes me so angry. Why is he doing it? Why has he done this? I mean, look. Remember that soldier, soldiers don't think of politics. They think that, they either thought he was out there doing his job, doing what's good for Britain, doing what's good for us. Yeah? Oh my God. This has pissed me off severely. Look at him. I mean, really? So you've reminded us, let's see what this says. Marine Benjamin Reddy killed in Afghanistan on Tuesday, the 6th of March, 2007. Now, I went back. I've been back and I've had a look at Prime Minister's questions on the same date last year. Nothing. 12 years, it would have been not a word, nothing on the deaths of anybody, any soldier. But for some reason, he today decided to mention these men, show, condolences to the families and, and everything else. Why? This is the question you have to ask yourself. Why is he doing that? When have you ever, apart from when we were out in Iraq and in Afghanistan, then if a soldier was killed and it was Prime Minister's questions, yes, it would get mentioned that day and that day only, and then it forgot about, because they can't be expected to remember everyone, can they? But so it's not mentioned at all. He brings up his fucking coalition of the willing, right? Coalition of the willing. And then all of a sudden today, well, he brings up this young man who was killed in 2007. And young man's right, isn't it? I mean, look at him. Ben from Ascot, Berkshire, joined the Royal Marines on the 18th of April 2005. it sickens me because of his family. I was just saying last night on another stream that behind every soldier, there walks a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, an uncle, an auntie, a cousin, friends. So you can just imagine one soldier standing, and behind that one soldier are all these people who care and love for that one soldier. And yet, for some reason, Starmer has to mention it today. I'm not falling for it. And I know by my reaction to what he said. Sorry, I'm being distracted by all the pictures. By what he said today, I know by my reaction, right, there is no way that I'm going to be able to sit back and allow Starmer, with his coalition of the willing, to send troops to the Ukraine without joining some protest or other. Peaceful one, of course. Peaceful. But there's no way. I can't sit back and allow this to happen all over again. Because if you look at these 6 young men, right? If you look at them, why did they die? Why were they there? And what respect is actually given to them by the people of this country? I know there's a lot of people that do respect them, but come on, let's be honest. Let's stop bullshitting around and making out that every single solitary person is behind our army, Air Force and Navy, because they're not. But I am. And there's no way that I'm going to... I would have to join a protest. Because I know there would be I'm hoping that if we hear the words that, we're going to have a vote on whether we're going to send troops to the Ukraine at any point, that somebody starts a protest, a bit like they did back in 1997. No, not 1997, 2002. Just bear with me a minute. Just bear with me. How come you didn't mention this guy then? How come they didn't mention these 2 guys? How come he didn't mention these 2 guys today? I mean, why didn't he just stand there and roll off the whole roll of honour? Why didn't he just do that? I mean, these were killed by a rogue Afghan soldier. In other words, what that means is, the army that was meant to be on our side turned their weapons on our soldiers. Yeah. Can you imagine the horror of that? See, there you are, and you turn to your mate, and he's got his weapon, he shoots you. And there's this guy.
Oh, she knows. She takes his hand and prays the child will understand. At the door, They watch the men go by in the clothes Daddy wore, mother's pride.
Mother's pride is right. You know, he was killed out in Afghanistan. I just thought that Beans and Starmer wanted to mention the six young men, you know, and the young lad that was killed in 2007, that maybe, you know, I'd do the same. Yeah. There's Jake Hartley there. Can you imagine being his mum and opening the letter and reading that? Can you imagine the fucking heartache? I mean, I think that would be the end for me if that happened to me. If that happened, I don't want to even go there. To be honest, I don't even want to go there. But I'm just letting you know that I'm very angry, right? Very angry. I thought I was angry last night. I'm very angry today after what Starmer did this morning. Well, at 12 o'clock, high noon, you know, because it just didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. It would have made more sense, I think, if it had been done on the 10th anniversary or the 15th anniversary or the 20th. Not when he's been talking about his coalition of the willing. You see, he's trying to get the people thinking, oh, you know, he cares. Yes, he wants to remind everybody. No, he's trying to get people ready and try to get their young men to join up and fight for Starmer's war. Well, don't do it.